Let's see what's in the toy box!
Call of Duty Zombie Mode has circled around the axis again. With Vanguard returning to the grisly frontiers of World War II, we are culling the rotten corpses of the Third Reich on Gothic European battlefields for the first time since 2017's Call of Duty WW2. And for anyone who spent their high school years boarding up windows when Treyarch debuted Zombies in 2008's World at War, the developer's latest interpretation of the mode had the potential to be both a homecoming and a living testament to how it has evolved. Unfortunately, a stark lack of content upon release squanders that potential, instead making Vanguard Zombies mode come across as a total afterthought. The basics are right in place. You and 3 friends have been transported into a hellish, phantasmagoric alternative universe about 1,000,000 miles removed from the steely realism prioritized by the mainline Call of Duty games. The Nazis have wandered too deep into their occult obsession and have unleashed grotesque perdition into the ruins of Stalingrad. You're here to kill hordes of zombies using the same slick first-person shooting mechanics that have preserved Call of Duty's spot as a mainstay for nearly 2 decades, and that part still feels great. What's new this year is an element of randomness on each run. Treyarch says roguelites like Hades were influential during development, and that touchstone jumps out immediately. A lot of your time in Vanguard Zombies will be spent between encounters, dawdling around a war-torn hub zone where you can juice firearms, craft weaponry, and swap in powerful but generally uninteresting buffs called covenants that might give you a kickback of health with every melee kill, or revive allies faster. These options merge nicely with Vanguard's 4 ultimate abilities: a devastating energy mine, an invisibility field, a party-wide damage buff, and a speed-dampening vortex. Those all fit into the usual DPS, tank, healer class balance setup. However, most of the perks and covenant boosts you can buy are pretty uninspiring, leaving a hunger for augmentations that offer a bit more color than just speeding up your animations. The randomized bonuses you'll find when you're out and about on the maps can be more fun, like a golden gun style insta-kill buff. But it's rare to have one of those loot-based eureka moments found in many other roguelikes, when all the random upgrades meld together in a sublime miracle run like catching lightning in a bottle. In contrast, Vanguard has little imagination beyond bigger damage numbers sparking out of the heads of its undead. All of those upgrade stations demand currency you earn out in the killing fields, which means that Zombies follows a rigid formula. Take one of the outlying portals to an instance challenged, and then min-max your build back at base camp. The 3 flavors of missions available either have you survive an onslaught, escort a floating skull, or power up obelisks. They serve up plenty of undead to kill, but they also grow stale very quickly. The onslaught in particular puts you in extremely tight corridors for about 2 minutes while you fend off the horde, which is the sort of straightforward design you'd expect back in the primordial World at War days. The surprise twist on the basic idea never came. No bosses, or unexpected cutscenes, or unique trials. All there is the simple risk-reward question of whether to exfiltrate back into safety to start from scratch the next time, or push forward, knowing that the difficulty will escalate with every victory. So the main issue with this latest round of Zombies is that it's way too thin. Every online match cycles through those same 3 narrow missions over and over again, plotting through a limited set of upgrades with none of the rising tension of a more traditional Horde mode format. Vanguard possesses no Easter egg storylines, no wonder weapons, and a limited, uninspiring suite of perks. There's an efficient undead killing infrastructure here, but everything else is weirdly spare. Of course, Treyarch says a main quest that sounds a lot more like the story-driven, scripted rendition of Zombies we've seen in Call of Duties of yore won't arrive until December 2nd, nearly a full month after the initial rollout. Until then, you'll be crunching through a series of disconnected combat arenas, adding up to oodles of viscera, and not much else. It makes you wonder what a release date even means in an era when a significant element of one of the biggest games of the year can arrive openly, flagrantly, unfinished. Call of Duty Vanguard transforms Zombies into a run-based, roguelike-inspired co-op shooter, which could have been a good idea if there were enough content included to last more than a weekend. There are materials to harvest, a hub world to develop, and the existential fright that all your progress might be obliterated by one blindside flank, but with just 3 repetitive mission types and no overarching main quest until December, Vanguard Zombies feels frustratingly empty at the moment. Who could have imagined the Curse of Undeath would be so boring? For more on Call of Duty Vanguard, check out our reviews of its single-player campaign and its multiplayer, and for everything else, keep it right here on IGN.